Come on, Brooklyn. Okay, you guys, come here. Come here. Come here, Brooklyn. Brooklyn, come here.
Oh, good dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go. Look at those cherries. Gonna come picking soon. Holy but cheapers. Buck's going poo-poo, so we can't have him on camera. These are ripe. These are ready. Should have brought the bucket. We'll bring it tomorrow. So it's Sunday today, and I have been laying in my room all day long. My husband has the air conditioner on in the rest of the house, and it's too cold for me. So, yeah. I woke up at 7, tried to go back to bed until 8, and then just laid in my bed and watched TV. I got up and, come on, Buck. I got up and ate a couple of times, ate a little bit, but come on, Buck. Yeah. So the other day when I posted the video, I said that I would go downtown Main Street, and I forgot. So I recorded a video yesterday, and I promise I will put it on this video. So yeah, there's some little motor things right there. There's a ton of them back at the parking spot where my dogs go. There's one of them. The one that's always coming looking for Mama. The weekend always goes by way too fast. I wish I could just win the lottery so I could retire. So I never had to worry about money. Where's Buck? Well, there he is. We'll ping him a little bit. I don't know how far we're gonna go today because it's 93 degrees again. That's why we're in the hills. So we'll probably just go a little ways on here and then go back. It is beautiful though. I love spring and summer in the hills. Not so much fall, and I hate winter. I just hate winter. I hate winter anywhere because it's cold and snowy and icy. And I'm freezing anyways. So yeah. I I did put on a pair of pants and some tennis shoes because I was out just filling Brooklyn's food tote, and there was a tick crawling on me. I'm like, what the hell? So it sounds like that they're gonna be right there. Yeah. There they go. There should be another one coming. Yep. So when I first started on this trail, that couple on the bike, they had asked me before I started the camera if the dogs were going on the trail, and I said yes. I said they're very friendly and they're on electronic leashes, and I will keep them out of your way. The lady was really nice. The guy was kind of like, he wasn't an ass, but he was very much inquiring if they were going to be in his way. So neither one of them were asses. It's just when I tell people that they're on electronic leashes, that should mean that I will keep them out of their way. And they were on the other trail, so come on, Brooklyn. What you doing? Oh, man. I really didn't want to go for a walk today, but of course the dogs said I had to, which is okay, but I really didn't want to come for a walk today. So these ones, they're still green. They're starting to turn a little bit. Those ones are turning. Right, baby girl, it's hot out. That's why we're not going to go very far. Oh, wow. Come here, babies. Those look like they're turning nice. So, come on, Brooklyn. Today might be a good day to have snakes out sunning themselves, so I really have to watch. Normally I pick choke cherries on the trail to the old cemetery, but they're all still green. So maybe I'll come on this trail. A lot of them are turning, which is good. Okay, Brooklyn. It is hot, baby. Isn't it? I should buy one of them neck fans. It's weird. I'm always cold until it hits a certain temperature, and then I get hot immediately. And when I'm hot, I'm grumpy. Ooh, those ones look like they're good to pick. I actually did find 2 jars of jelly that I made last year. That is hot. Let's go back this way. Buck, let's go back this way. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, Brooklyn, you have crap almost in your eye. Did you see that, Buck? Come on. I have to bring a bucket and a fork out to pick these choke cherries. That way I don't burst the berries. Come on. It's weird how one day of laying around can zap all your energy. I remember when I was in the hospital waiting for my transplant, the doctors would just be on me all the time. Have you ridden 5 miles on the exercycle? You have to ride 5 miles on the exercycle. And I would always say, why? Because it zaps your energy when you just lay around. And you're going to need your energy to recuperate after your transplant. And I never thought anything of it. Now that I'm 31 years older, I can see what they were saying. Half a day of laying in bed today has just absolutely zapped my energy. My doctors told me a lot of things when I was waiting for my heart transplant. Some of them said some really good stuff. Said stuff to me that really, stuck with me. Others, well, I didn't like the lady doctor because she was a bitch. But everything she told me, I just foo-fooed. So it was weird because as a pre-transplant patient living in the hospital, you had the right to sleep until 8 o'clock in the morning. You didn't have to get up and do labs, nothing like that. Urinalysis, anything. You had the absolute right to sleep until 8 o'clock in the morning. This lady doctor, there were 3 of us waiting on the transplant floor, waiting for hearts. One of them was in a coma, and then it was just me and another guy. Come on. And the other guy got to sleep until 8 o'clock every morning. The lady would come into my room at 6 o'clock every day and wake me up and had to do labs, which blew my veins. So then I had to have a PICC line. Had to do urinalysis and, get on the bike and all that stuff. And finally I told my one doctor, who was a male, that he was like head of the transplant floor. His name was Dr. Smansky. He would always come into my room at 9 at night, and we'd sit there and talk for an hour. And I told him, I said, I don't ever want her stepping foot in this room again. I did not like her. She did not like me. So then a couple weeks later, she was on, and she was going to show me what. And so she had me do the 3 blood pressure, sitting down, standing up, and lying down. She didn't give me a break between any of them, which of course, when you're doing blood pressure after blood pressure after blood pressure and you're not recovering, you're going to pass out. And that's exactly what happened. And I had a heart monitor on, and she hooked me up to the wall, which meant I couldn't go anywhere in my room without this long wire and stuff. I was so pissed. And when Dr. Franz, my favorite doctor, came in, I let loose on him. I told him what happened and everything. And I said, I never, ever, ever want to see her again. So then I didn't see her until after my transplant. And I went to the cardiologist floor. And I was so excited because I was going to be able to see my heart, see what actually happened with my heart and stuff. Come here, Brooklyn. And she came in with it in a bag, and she threw it on the desk. And it went bounce, bounce, bounce. And I went like that. And she said, what? It's just an organ. And I said, fine, take your heart out and I'll throw it. I was so pissed. Me and her did not get along at all. And then I saw her one more time in the hallway. And it had been a couple of months. And I had a spinal tap, which was awful because I didn't drink enough water afterwards. And she was walking down the hallway. She said, hi, Kenya, how are you? And I said, fuck you. And I just walked away. My mom was like, Kenya. And I said, I do not care. I do not like her. I don't like how she treated me. And I told Dr. Szymanski and Dr. Franz that I never want to see her again. And I said, that's how I feel. So that's the greeting I'm going to give her. I never saw her since. She needed another class on bedside manner. So, and I told Dr. Franz that. I said, there are a few doctors here at the Mayo Clinic that need another class on bedside manner. I said, don't get me wrong, 99% of the doctors are great. 99% of the doctors have been super, super, super nice. But I said, her and this other one, neither one of them needed to be doctors. You want to go see Grandma? You want to go see Grandma? It is way too warm out here for Mama. I know you poo-pooed. I know Brooklyn poo-pooed. So, say bye to everybody. Say bye. Say bye, Brooklyn. Hey everyone, it's Kenya. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Yesterday in the video, I said I would take you on a tour of Sturgis, getting ready for the rally. Unfortunately, I forgot to do that, so I'm taking you for the tour today. So please come and enjoy the video. Bye. So yeah, this is the south end of the town. This is a town this side that I live on. But I'm not going to take you up to my house because I don't want you to know where I live. There's a hospital. Both my husband and I were born there. We are on Junction right now. We're headed down to Main Street and Lizelle Street. And then we'll jump back on the interstate and come back to the south exit, and then I'll shut the phone off. But just to give you guys a tour of Sturgis as it's getting ready for the rally. And on the south end of the town, you really can't tell that anything is happening right now. It's all down near Main Street because of the famous Main Street that all the bikers go to and stuff. But during the rally, the town is overwhelmingly taken over.
Normally the town is about 6,500, 7,000 people. And then the biggest it's been has been 500,000 people. And I believe that was, well, in 1990, when my car blew up and I was 1 block away from the place I worked, it was like 350,000 people. And then I think the 75th, where's my phone? The 75th anniversary, I think that was 500,000 people in a town the size of 6,500 to 7,000 people. So yeah, it gets crazy. And Sturgis is always competing with Daytona as the biggest motorcycle rally in the world. And I don't know how Daytona feels about it, but it is something that Sturgis is known for. Now, whether or not most of the people who live here all year long like it, you know, I guess it's how much money you make. All right, so we're heading down to Main Street. So that building there was just put up yesterday. That building is a Harley Davidson. This building was put up Monday, I believe. That only opens up in the summertime. This is open all year long. It's an antique store. We'll take you down on Main Street. That building with the white tent, that was put up, I believe, on last Monday or last Wednesday. I can't remember. But it was last week. And then that bar over there, that is only for rally. They open up during the summertime, but it's not the best. And it says welcome riders. And we've got a ton of motorcycle crap and tattoo. There's a couple tattooing places. I go to the one over there to get my tattoo. This place here, every time I go to the antique store, they'd always come in and say, I'll give you a good deal. And I'm like, I don't want rally crap. So yeah. When you live in Sturgis, you don't want the rally crap. You know, it's just a bunch more stuff that, I mean, why? I don't ride motorcycles. Why would I want, okay, so down that street, they're having something at the Loud, which is a restaurant, so we'll turn here. But those streets down there, it looks like it's the Camaro rally. We do have the Camaro rally. Spearfish has a Corvette rally. Rapid City, they've got a huge Harley Davidson place that during the rally they set up tents there too. This is the Knuckle, and they've got a huge building. This used to be a hardware store when I was little, back in the early 80s. This one there was just put up this week. I tell you, after the 4th of July, the fireworks come down and all the rally crap comes up. So, come on. You can go faster than that. I always get so mad at the traffic because they drive like 2 miles an hour when you're trying to get out, but then when you're doing other things, you know, just driving, then they drive like mad. So this is a grocery store, one of them. We have 2 grocery stores in town. And the street we're on is called Lozelle Street. And I'm going to move out of this guy's way. And now we're heading west. So this will all be filled up with rally stuff. Over here will be filled up with rally. This is the community center. They don't have much for the rally, but let's see. That building is rally, all rally stuff. That building there is rally stuff. I'll take you down by the Indian motorcycle place. So that means we've got to go on this street here. We'll get off of Lozelle and we'll go down to, I got to figure out which street this is. I lived here all my life and I've never known what this is. Maybe it's extension of Main. Yeah, West Main Street. I should have known that. So yeah, a lot of rally crap. So no, I don't want your stuff. So yeah, the laundromat is over there. This is a secondhand store, a really nice secondhand store. I love secondhand stores to get vintage stuff. That is a laundromat. They moved that from Junction to out here and made it new. And this is all the Indian motorcycle place. And they have all their Indians out. I've never been in that building ever, my entire life. Really? Idiot. But yeah, never been in there. And they built that maybe like 10 years ago, something like that. Learn how to drive. So yeah. And then that place was a place that I worked for ever, almost 20 years. It was a store called Pomida. It was a discount store. And yeah, I loved working there. But yeah, it wasn't real good. I mean, they didn't give me good raises, and you know, I had a customer service and I had to deal with a lot of bull, and I never got any recognition. Everybody else would get recognition for doing stuff, but I guess it wasn't meant to be, so I'm not gonna bitch about it. But you know, when you work, a little bit of recognition goes a long way. Even if you love your job and you want to help people and stuff like that, a little bit of recognition goes an awful long ways. So 1 year I got a penny raise and that was it, and I was pissed. I almost quit because of that. But there's not many jobs in town here, so I would have had to probably gone to Spearfish or Rapid City, and I don't like to travel. I'm so glad I got the job at the VA because I needed the health coverage. So that over there is West Brown. So you're coming from the west, and that's the exit to come into town. And we won't go on 90 again. We'll just take the back roads. So, okay. So that road right there takes you to the industrial park. That's where all the places that make stuff. This place sells a lot of t-shirts. This place is a Yamaha dealership, and that place over there with the pizza ranch and all that, that's all that it fills up during the rally. And now we're on a side street, and that should be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of Sturgis, getting ready for the rally. Please like and comment and subscribe. It really helps me out. And you guys have a great day. Bye.